Hi everyone, welcome back to our channel. I'm Marianne from MSJ Crafts Boutique, filling in for Donna. So this is our channel that we're working on to develop together, and if I can ask you to subscribe, that would mean the world to me, because she's just helped me so much with her skills where I don't know how to use the computer really. I don't edit, I don't do any of that, but she does a lot of my work as far as making little introductions and things like that. She'll throw up something funny up on the screen when I make a mistake, but she doesn't cover my mistakes. She just makes it interesting. Okay, so what I've done is I've gone around the rest of this and the in-between pieces, and I came up with 24 inches for these, and well, 12, and then 24 for these. I doubled it. So I cut my wire 50 inches long. Is it enough? I sure hope so. So before I start, as you can see, I already did start, and I took it off because I didn't put any beads on my wire. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to load up a whole bunch of these little bicones, because if I don't, I'll have to take it off of my paddle that I made to add more bicones. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put on a whole bunch, and then I'll be back. Okay, now that I have my wire all beaded up, what I did want to tell you, and I'm going to continue to do throughout the rest of this project, is add the dangles. I don't know if I mentioned that already. I'm going to add them before I bead. I just think it's going to be easier. So how am I going to attach this? I'm going to go through here. I'm going to wrap this little tail up and over. I think I'm just going to put it right there, and I'm going to wire right over it. And that's that. So I'm going to drop a bicone. I'm working backwards. I can't see. Alright, so I'm going to put that bicone right there, and I'm going to pass this through. I'm going to wrap this over again, like that. Pass it through, because after, see, now let me show you. If I can focus. That little tail is right there. That's not going anywhere. It's covered by 2 wires, and next it'll be covered by a bicone. And I could have put another one right there, but I can also slide these up a teeny bit. But I'm not going to worry too much about that. So now I'm going to, but I do want the bicones. At first I thought I wanted them on the top. I think they look better coming from underneath. Okay, so now, oops. Go right back around that wire. I'm going to drop another bicone. I'm going to put that one right on top of that tail of that wire, and I'm going to bring these through. Now I'm going to go around again, because that's just the pattern that I'm using. Let's see if I can find that tail. Cover it up. Bring this up. And just drop another one. Pass this back through. Wrap it around again and pass it through. This was such a great idea. A little bit too much slack on it though. Let me just wrap that up a tiny bit. I don't want it to keep getting kinks, because it will weaken the wire. As long as I don't forget to slide up my dangle, which I have done stuff like this before. I have made on one side of the tree a set of leaves on the bottom branch and forgot to do it on the other side. And I do it with like a dangle, if you're new here. That's my obsession. Well, my trees all have to have a dangle. Most of them. Okay, so now give it a little pull, bring it up, pass this through again. I didn't think I was going to be able to work on this today. My hands are just so bad right now. And my nerves. When you think your baby is going to the vet and not coming home, that was pretty scary. But she's home. I was ready to say goodbye. Only because I am so close with my cat. Guys, if you have a cat or a dog, you know that love. Now, I've had her for 13 years, and I think she's in major health decline. And she definitely has issues, but I don't have the money to do all kinds of tests on her, you know, like the x-rays and all that. The last time we went there, it was over $600, and we're not going to do that again. I can't. Not this time. Not anytime soon. So, with that, she has become my care and comfort. I will take care of her until I can no longer. And she's total care. So, with that, if I keep talking, she's going to start yapping. She's had a day. Don't forget the dangle. I'm not going to forget the dangle, but you know what? I have to unwrap my wire if I want to go through it, which I really don't have to, I don't think. We're going to find out. I don't think I have to pass that through. I don't. What was I thinking? I just want to... Oh, then I'm going over it. Is that okay if I go over it? Well, I don't know. I didn't think of that. Let me just hold it in front of myself and see. Now, as long as I don't pull it tight, right? And that'll help keep it in place. I'll pull it tight before I go over it. And then right here, the dangle is going to go. That's why I have to do it this way, so I can see. Let's drop a bicone. This way you can see too. It's easier for me the other way, but let's see if that is going to work. I really don't want to unwind, and I don't want to open up that jump ring again, but it has to be right. So it just seems like no matter what I do, I'm going to end up having to go through the jump ring. It's exactly what I didn't want to do. It's really hard, and this one here is not that great. It's hard to close them when they're on the hoop. This is one of those projects that it's going to be really hard for me to show you exactly everything that I would like to show you. There. Now we're through the jump ring. Is it ideal? No, it's not. But it'll work, because it was easier to do that than what I was trying to do in the first part of this tutorial. So now, just gonna, there, it's not coming off. Alright, so now we're gonna just drop another bicone, like that. Bring this through, wrap it around again, give it a little bit of slack. This should go smoothly now, I think. I hope. It's been a long process trying to figure out exactly what it is I wish to accomplish here. Completion is a good place to start. Yeah, I would like to finish this. And I'm just going right along, dropping a bicone, passing it under, and then wrapping it over one more time. So you have a little wire in between each bicone where I passed it again, so that just kind of like keeps them stable so they're not sliding all over the place. And we're almost to the end of here. And then I have to take off these bicones because we're going to change the bead. I think I put too many on. I put 30, and I think I only needed 20. Let's see how many I have on here still. I have 12. Well, I'd say I was off by a few. Okay, so I'm just going to straighten this wire out with these plastic tip pliers. It just smooths out all the little bends that I put in along the road. It does a pretty good job. Alright, so after this last bead, I'm going to just bring this wire over like that, bring it up, and I'm going to do it again because I want it closer to this crossbar. And let me just look and see. It doesn't matter. That one feels a little bit loose because I took the dangle off. I can tighten that down with a piece of wire. I mean with my pliers. Okay. Just slide them down. They just seem to be spinning. These ones here are coming more towards me. These ones are more towards you. As long as you can see them, I think it'll be okay. Not yet, my little dangle. Stay over there. Alright, so now we're going to put our first 6mm onto the frame. And now we're going to wrap it around again. Just pull that wire over a little bit and then come up and around again. And drop the second one. And hang on to it like that. And go up and over. Let's pull it back through. It's hard to get in these little spaces. Oops. Don't go running away now. Had a couple of jumpers already. Okay, now see, if I don't wrap it around a second time, that's going to move all over the place. So that's why I need to pull them through and wrap it around again. So you have your bead, a wire, and now the bead. This is a tough project to try and film. Okay, now bead, wire, and let's bring this up and over. I should just sit down, but I'm afraid I'll be out of focus. Bring it through. This one here will be easy. I'll show you why. And now we have the wire after the bead. I'm going to bring this up. I'm going to slide my dangle down. I'm going to slide my beads down. I'm going to go through the jump ring. Before I couldn't because I had that little makeshift paddle. Now, what about the beads? That's not going to work. What was I thinking? Beads won't fit through that. That's okay. The wire will. Haha. I'm sorry. That's a little silly. I have to admit. I feel like, oh, I won. Like, first I felt defeated, but I won. Okay. You know, this is the silliness. I get like that when I am overtired, overdone, just done. It's been a long week, guys. Okay, drop that one. Bring it up and over, so you have your bead and your wire. And pass it down again. And bring it up. And that 50 inches of wire is almost gone. So that's how fast the wire goes with that extra wire on your frame. But that's alright. If I have to stop, I know this is not going to be enough. I might make it to here. I'm going to beat it up for this, and I will be right back. Okay, I have all my bicones on my wire. I just thought I'd take a quick moment and show you what we're looking like. Quite pretty. Yeah, I think so. And as we get deeper into the base, like right now, we're going to finish that, and then I'm going to come up here and go all the way across. Then I think I'll go down on that, and go all the way back down to here, and go across. Well, I'll figure it out as I go. But for now, let's carry on. We want to get this done. So I'm going to drop a bead, and I am doing it the hard way again, backwards. If I sit down, it will probably be easier. I think I will. And try it that way. Okay, that fit nicely right there. Okay, I'm gonna try it and see what happens. I know I had said that I was going to do this second half of the first row without you. I changed my mind because I added them on all the jump rings for this section. After I'm done with this section, I'm going to go ahead and add all the not the jump rings, the dangles for the next section, because I just think it worked out so much better. But you know what I'm going to do? I need to put a little bend right there so that I don't lose my beads. we go. Bring it up and around again. Now that extra wire, bring it up, drop the bicone, like that. Hold on to it, because if you don't, it's going to move. Wrap it over again. Bring it up. Over. And let's see. And wrap it again. Bring it through. Drop another bead. I was thinking about adding from somewhere along the line on the base of this clear 6mm bicones, but you know, I think with the octagons and then some of these, like this one here, has got clear, I think that's enough. I think it adds a prettiness. Oh, we forgot to wrap it around again. It adds a certain element of, I don't know, luxury, I guess, with the octagons. I don't think I want to put any of the bicones on the frame. I don't know. I overthink everything, but I didn't forget this dangle. I'm just going to stand up and see if you have been able to see my hands, and you have. Well, that's good. Now, let's see if I can. I don't want to push it into this octagon if I don't have enough room, because I will break my wire. And then we'll have to fix it. By that, we'd have to end it and then cut another piece of wire. Alright, let's see. Is there a tiny space? I don't know. I'm not going to risk it. No, there is a space. A little tiny one. We're going to make it a little tiny bit more open. Like that. Now, did it go through? Yes, it did. All right, let me just close that up and then I'll tighten it. I'm going to pause you for 1 minute because I have a funny little story. I got to show you something. I had to share this with you. I have not had these for too long. Yeah, freshen up. Oh. Anyway, I took the curtains down in the bedroom because they were dusty and washed them. And then hanging them back up. Though it's one, there are two windows, but it's very long. And there's like just a piece of molding in between them, a double piece of molding. So we have the brackets on either side, like the curtains are set for two windows, and then there's like a hook that you put the rod on. For some reason, it wouldn't hold it, it kept popping off. And my husband said, I can't do it, it just keeps, and it wasn't working. So I said, I know what we can do. Let's use a zip tie. So he did. He said, that's not gonna work. I said, yeah, it is. It'll work, trust me. We know, us women, we know it all. So he got the zip tie on. He connected it underneath the hook and over the curtain rod. And then I said, let me grab you my clipper so that you can cut it, the zip tie. He cut it and he broke it. And we can't find the other piece. And now I'm standing below, and I'm short, I'm 5 feet tall. And I'm beneath it, and I'm shaking. Because this thing's going to fall and hit me in the eyeball, I just know it. Well, it didn't. And I'm going to order another pair of these. I had blue ones, but I ruined them by cutting thick wire that I shouldn't have. So I bought those not too long ago. And I cut zip ties often, but I don't break them. I don't know what he did. So I've been using, I've got everything up here but the kitchen sink. I've been using these. I've had for a long time, and they're broken too, but they cut good. They're very strong. Oh, and I also, if you guys are interested, stuck on tape. These are the jump rings that I use. I think I've shown them to you before, but for anyone that's new, I use 2 different kinds. They are in the Amazon playlist links. And when you dump them out, they come out like one big, huge magnetic chain of links. There's a lot of jump rings in here. Let's see, how many are there? There were 1,000 stainless steel open jump rings. Just thought you'd like to know that. Not that it's that important, but they are to me. Because I use a lot of them. Because if I bend them the wrong way, well, I do that often. Okay, now let's just finish up this section. Drop bead, pass that down, up. That extra wrap is in there. Drop another one. Go down, up, over again. Bring it back up. Drop your jump ring. Bring it up, over, bring it up again, and drop, did I say jump ring? Drop your bicone. The bicone jump ring. Yep, that will be the one. I'm losing my mind. You know, I just had a flashback when I said I'm losing my mind. Most of you are about my age. Do you ever remember that song, They're Coming to Take Me Away? Haha. If you have never heard that, Google it. Just Google it. Just search it on YouTube. Just write song, They're Coming to Take Me Away, haha. And if you do, drop it in the comments that you did. And then tell me what the next word is. To the funny farm where life, and then add it. I want to see how many of you remember it or care enough to listen to it, because I find it to be a riot. Alright, I ran out of wire. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take my pliers and I'm going to just reverse. I'm going to go in the, let's see, I'm going to go back through that bicone from the other side. And take the wire, try and curl it. It has worked already. It's not ideal, but it works. You just gotta be a little bit patient. Now I just pretended to try and put it through. Now we're gonna try for real. Like I said, ooh, that hurt. I've already hurt myself there. Alright, it was almost going through. So let's see if I can do that. Actually, I'm going to do it right here. I can make that extra wire when I restart. Yep, this is going to be a thing with this project, but I don't want it to come undone. Is it coming through? I don't see it. Alright, let me try and get that to come through. Okay, I can't do it. I cannot backtrack through the bead. So what I'm going to do is really simple. I'm going to take my wire and I'm going to go right around that bead like that and bring it back. I went right over the wire, didn't go under the wire, right over it, and then I'll just bend it down a little bit, pull it, just try to get it to go right around that bead. There we go. Ta-da! That's a ta-da moment. It's done. So what I'm going to do next, probably should put this down until tomorrow. I don't have that many more to do. I think I will, so that we can do the next section. It should go by faster. I've only got this little bit left, and I'm going to do it the same way. I'm going to follow the same guidelines that I've shown you. My only regret, it is very, very difficult to get my hands in there to get the beads to do what I want them to do, and for you to be able to see it. But let's see, how can I show you how pretty? We're going to start from, well, we'll start right here, because this is like the beginning. See if I tip it. You see, they hang. Really, really pretty. I like it a lot, guys. And that's it. That's what I have. I will see you again. Don't forget, if you watch me over at MSJ Crafts Boutique, you have to watch me here too, because I'm going to be here popping in constantly. I have another plan, another project, another surprise. So don't forget, thumbs up and subscribe. And Donna has something planned as well. And we will see you next time. Bye, guys.